Guys, right here is everything that I was able to pick up from the Retrorama Vintage Toy Show and Collectibles show. show. Guys, they always have some awesome stuff. I am super grateful that we are able to go as often as we get to. They do either 2 or I think 3. I think it's 3 events every single year, which is amazing. It's such a great toy show. If you are in the Jacksonville, Florida area, definitely worth checking out, in my opinion. But we're going to go over everything that we were able to pick up. There's some stuff here that I do not know the names of, so go ahead and forgive me. But I'm going to try to talk about what I picked up and more or less what I spent. Starting off with a vintage Super Mario Bros. Movie figure. I think we got Bowser. And he doesn't look anything like Bowser. I guess if you look at him that way. No, I can't even try to justify it. I'm like, oh yeah, the hair. No, dude. They should have just put like a costume on. They should have done what the Ninja Turtles did. That would have been amazing. But hey, it is what it is. And now this toy line is just so goofy. I have to pick these up when I see them. We paid $1 for this, which is awesome. I have not spent much on the entirety of this toy line. I am still missing the Mario and I think 1 or 2 others. I cannot remember. But hey, I'm happy to have him in the growing Super Mario movie toy line, even though, oh man, they're all horrible looking. But hey, it is what it is. We're going to set him over there. We paid $1 for him. Guys, right here, a couple of Dragon Ball Z little baddies. We got Majin Buu and we have Cell. These things are freaking awesome. We got both of these from the same vendor. Guys, $4 total, so $2 each. We'll take a little bit of a look at him. Oh, man, he's just so poofy. Honestly, he feels almost like a Funko or something. He's just like, he's so light, but I guess it makes sense because he's so big. Like, they couldn't have just, like, filled him up with more plastic because then he would be really, really heavy. So it makes sense. They probably had to make him lighter. The head feels like it's a little heavier, like a little bit of a different quality. The same with maybe the arms too, almost, and the feet. But this one right here is just like a blown up piece of plastic. But it makes sense because that's the character. So pretty awesome for $2. I don't know what year this came out of, to be honest. You know, if I find out something later, maybe I'll make like a YouTube short on him. But still very, very cool. And the same with this Cell. He's like kind of like rubbery. So a little different. I guess he kind of bends. But then he also has some articulation. And I thought that was pretty neat. And honestly, this is one of my favorite versions of Cell anyways. So, yeah, I'm going to add him to my growing Dragon Ball Z collection. There is another Cell I would rather have. So I could see myself selling selling this one off at some point. But that's only when I get the one I want. So he'll definitely be a nice placeholder. And he'll still look great on the shelf right next to Majin Buu. So pretty awesome there, guys. I do not know the names of these guys, but I know they're from Star Fox. Come on now. That's why I picked them up. We are missing the actual Star Fox. We're missing him. But, yeah, we got all 3 of these guys. I remember hearing their names playing the game, but honestly, I didn't play a lot of Star Fox as a kid. I definitely played it, but I was more just into Donkey Kong, Mario, stuff like that. But it was still a fun game. And I remember all these dudes. I've been wanting these figures for a while. They're from the Jax toy line. I don't know exact year they came out. I might be able to find out if I can see. And I can't see, guys, but these, last time I checked on eBay, this was a while ago, I want to say they were going for around 15 to 20 each. But this was a different time when I looked. And honestly, the ones that I saw were also carded. So you guys know, a carded, brand new figure versus something that is loose, the price is always going to be a little higher for those. So I don't know what to value these at, but that's okay. We don't have to value it all, but it is kind of fun to know. Either way, these 3 right here, along with this little Mario, were all in this bin. And the guy said every figure in that bin was $10. And in my head, I'm thinking, dang, like 10 is probably not a bad deal for some of these. Like I said, don't know the true value of them. But I'm like, hey, if I get a bunch, can we work out some sort of a deal? Maybe like 5 each or something. Because in my head, I'm thinking, you know, that's what I want to spend. And the guy could have said no. He could have countered. But he's like, oh, yeah, no, that's fine. Like, it sounded like he wanted to clear some stuff out. and I was probably one of the earlier customers of the day, and yeah, it worked out. So instead of 10 a piece, we got all 4 of these right here for 5 each. And oh man, I am a sucker for anything Mario related. I will pick up, especially if it's for a deal. So this is just really rad. He's supposed to have like a little stand, a little piece of plastic goes in there, and he's supposed to stand up like this. We looked him up earlier, but man, I forgot what line he was from. He was from like this random, it might have been like a Japanese thing, like maybe it was imported over. I don't know exactly, but there was one someone was selling. It was like on card, you know, with the bubble and everything for like 15 or 20. So who knows? But either way, super stoked to be adding him to the collection. Now we just need one left, and we'll complete the Star Fox set, I think. There might be another one, and I might be forgetting. You guys will let me know in the comments, as y'all always do. I appreciate you guys. You guys teach me a thing or two every time I check those comments, and that is great. Guys, next up, we have Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and oh man, he's yelling, and he's got the thumbs up, and he's taking over the Wrestling Federation. $5. You guys see the price right there. When I see something like this in my head, I'm not going to negotiate. I'm like, dude, this is a great price for a Hasbro. Now, there's other stuff you might see 5 on, maybe like a McDonald's toy, and in your head you're like, hey, would you take 3 or 4? I think that's okay. But something like this, a Hasbro I didn't have for 5, yeah, all day long. He is pretty clean for the most part. As you guys see, there is a little scuff there, but a little bit of a magic eraser right there should take that off. Sometimes you can just use like an old toothbrush with some soap, and that'll help too. Usually I soak most toys that I pick up, especially if they're a little dirty. I'll just soak them in some like warm water for a little bit. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to clean him up. Either way, he looks great for $5 all day long. And let's talk about this dude, and you guys are going to have to forgive me. I already forgot his name. I picked him up because I got him for a deal, and I was trying to get a few. So I guess, you know what, hold on. We should start off with how it played out. We picked him up right here. We got Darby Allin. He is from AEW. I didn't know much about him. I remember seeing his figure on shelves, like AEW figures in Walmart. And me and my buddy Jack were both like, oh, he's kind of cool looking. He didn't look like, it wasn't like the half and half. It was more like just with the face paint covered. And we were both like, oh, he's kind of cool. Don't know anything about him. You know, not going to just pick up a wrestler if we don't know anything about him. Then I start watching some AEW matches. And I'm like, oh, he's sick. He was like basically tag teaming with Sting a bunch, which I do have a Sting there. We'll talk about him a little bit. And I was like, oh, that's really awesome. Like, so I really grew to like him. And it's funny because I had a Darby Allin at one point, even though I said I wasn't picking him up. Then a few months later, we saw them hit the clearance for like $5. I didn't watch the wrestling events at the time, so I ended up selling him off. And then right after, I watched AEW. And of course, that's when I'm like, why did I sell that figure? He's great. Anyways, guys, getting a little off topic. The moral of the story here is we spent $5 on him at an expo, got a great deal, and he's got the little skateboard that he comes with. I think that's his skateboard, at least. I'm pretty sure. Pretty awesome. Definitely cool. Little skate punk action. And anytime you get a belt, you are excited. Look at that. We got the TNT Champion AEW belt. Very, very rad. I will definitely put the belt around him and maybe try to get him to hold the skateboard. I think that would be really, really cool. Sorry, the focus went out, guys. But anyways, we got him for $5. It was in this bin. And the bin said $5 to $10 on all these figures. And it was kind of the same scenario. We bought him. We got him for $5. They cut us a deal on that, which was awesome. And then I start finding some Marvel Legends. I'm like, okay, this guy looks cool enough for me to pick up. I hold him up. I'm like, will you take $5 on him? And the guy's like, yeah. And I'm like, great. Basically, we'll keep spending money here if the prices are great. And that's how some vendors are. So we got him for $5. I looked him up earlier. I think I remember. I think he was future Ant-Man. So yeah, now it's coming back to me, and he definitely looks like an ant. So future Ant-Man, and yeah, for $5, that's pretty good. And then right here, guys, we have Ultron, and I think it's like the classic style, something like that. But yeah, he looked awesome, and once again, same kind of deal. I think I don't know if I held him up for first or this one, but I was like, hey, will you take $5? And they were just like, yep. So, guys, you start spending money at some of these tables, they are willing to cut you deals. And he's technically not complete. I don't know why, but for some reason, this figure brand new on shelves. I looked it up. Came with 3 hands, which is weird. Like, that makes it basically complete with this and the 3 hands. The thing that's missing is the Build-A-Figure part. Technically, that would make it complete, but why on earth is a figure coming with 3 hands? You guys let me know. I can understand 2 extras. That usually happens. Sometimes you get 4 extra, right? But my mind is just baffled, to be honest. And the fact he has the fist there in the hand, I'll probably swap it out and do the fist in the fist or something. But he is pretty awesome. $5 for him. I will definitely throw him in the Marvel Legends collection, which is ongoing. I didn't have many like a year ago. And guys, I don't know how many I have now. I probably got like 7 or 8, maybe more. Anyways, enough about those. And I'm going to talk about... these are my 2 favorites. Well, really 3 favorites if you want to include that Mario. We already talked about him. We'll talk about Sting. We'll talk about Sting next. Guys, we got him for $5. I think the price was $6, and they came down $1. Sometimes it's just fun to negotiate. You know, this thing could be worth exactly $6. And you might just be like, hey, we take $1 off. Why not, guys? It's an easier number, especially if you got a $5 bill. I think that's what happened, too. I think I had a $5 bill. I can't remember. But anyways, very, very cool. We got little Wolfpack Sting. My favorite wrestler. I don't know if I've mentioned it on this channel. And look, for some reason, they had 7 there. So 7 there, as you guys could see. 6 there. I think it was only natural for us to go, hey, 7, 6, we take 5. Yeah. So it worked out. We got him for $5. Pretty awesome. I freaking love Sting. I keep finding different variants over time, and I'll keep picking them up as long as I think they look cool. There are some I've seen that look kind of wacky, like especially like the paint job on the face, but this one looks great. Checks all the boxes. Love it. Guys, right here, this is not the reissue. This is the vintage one. The vintage bad boy. We have Navy SEAL Mikey. I kept calling him the wrong name earlier, but now I have him memorized. Oh, yeah, guys. We got him for $15, which is pretty good. So $15 on him. We bought him from a vendor that we have bought stuff off of before in the past. It is important, guys, to make those connections. People are usually willing to get you deals in the future. Sometimes in the moment, too, if you're spending enough money. But, yeah, I'm going to plug this little piece back in. I think it came out right there, as you guys can see. But he does have the backpack. It's probably not called a backpack. It's probably his dive bag or something. I don't know, his air tank. Probably says it on there. What does it say? Mutant mine? Mutant what? I don't know. Mutant mine is what it says. Anyways, guys, I have been wanting him. They just reissued him, though. So, honestly, oh, he has the belt, too. That is so sick. That belt is rad. I was going to pick up a reissue whenever I saw him hit shelves. Have not seen these hit shelves yet. They're supposed to be $10. But what I'll probably do is whenever he hits shelves, I might pick him up just to get the extra accessories, and then maybe I'll sell off the figure or something. I don't know what other accessories he has. And honestly, even if I don't get the reissue, I'm completely happy with this because he looks great. I'd rather have the vintage one anyways, just because I got a good deal on him. And now I have a cool memory attached. But yeah, guys, this is super sick. I'm stoked on him. You guys let me know down below in the comment section. Have you picked up anything recently? Maybe let me know what your favorite figure is from the haul. And then also let me know, I mean, there's a lot. Just let me know one of these. You don't have to do all. But let me know what you are currently collecting. Are you collecting TMNT? Are you collecting wrestlers? Are you collecting anything from anime? I love hearing from y'all, and you guys are starting to comment more and more as this channel grows. So that is always awesome. But yeah, guys, you made it this far. Hit like, hit subscribe. We got plenty more content dropping in the near future. We will catch y'all all in the next video. Until next time, peace.